I've had digestive issues most of my life. For the last 6 years, all those digestive issues got worse. I went to the doctor, to the GP. Actually, I went to different GPs and I did a bunch of tests, and then they sent me to 2 or 3 different dietitians at different stages, and they basically told me that I had intolerances to fructose and lactose, that I was intolerant to fructose and lactose. So, and that I had to follow the FODMAP. I followed the FODMAP for a few years, and it kind of worked. But after a few years on the diet, all the symptoms started to be there again. My digestive issues were back, and on top of that, I developed acne. I never had acne in my life, ever, not even when I was a teenager. So then I started hearing people saying like, adult acne, it's now a thing, so don't worry about it. You're just having, hormonal changes. But it wasn't like, it was affecting me as well, because, it's your presentation. Your skin is how you present yourself as well. So I also got referred to different dermatologists, and they were just happy to prescribe me with antibiotics. And I did I can't even remember how many antibiotics I took, and they would work while I was on them. But once I finished them, then all the symptoms were back. So digestive issues plus acne problems, which, are linked to hormonal issues as well. I never linked the two of them though. Anyways, to cut the story short, I found out roughly 2 years ago about functional medicine, and I did a research, and I just decided to go to Melbourne Functional Medicine and start my journey with them and try something different than what I tried before, because at that point I was desperate and my issues affected my mental health. I was in a point where I wasn't even enjoying what I was eating, because I knew that after my meal I was gonna feel sick. The digestive issues I had were I was getting bloated every time I was eating. I was getting bloated and it was painful. And no matter how many foods I was avoiding from the FODMAP, the symptoms were there. Like I was getting bloated every single time. So yeah, that's the reason I decided to join the Melbourne Functional Medicine Clinic after a long research though. So I feel like the approach that Rebecca and Liv have taken with me have been so thorough. I've done so many tests, but it hasn't been only physical tests. It's also, for example, the first appointment that I had with Rebecca went like for 4 or 5 hours. It was crazy. When you go to a GP, it takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, and then you're out. And with Rebecca and Liv, I've also, through the taste and the conversations that I've had with them, I've learned also that, for example, I wasn't managing stress very well at all, actually. Or I learned about sleep hygiene, which is something that I never heard before in my life. So through a lot of tests that we've done, we've been able, or they were able to find out what I have, which is SIBO, small intestine bacteria overgrowth. And I also had an imbalance, hormonal imbalance. So after that, we started elimination diet. Actually, I've been on that elimination diet for the last 2 months, and plus the treatment. So the idea is to eliminate those foods from your diet that your immune system are not liking at the moment, and are creating inflammation and so on, and at the same time to repair your gut health, right? It's been 2 months since I started the diet and the treatment. And again, it's not just a diet and some tablets. It's also trying to manage stress properly, paying attention to my sleep hygiene and so on. And it's been like magic. I can't, like, it's crazy to say that it's worked so well. Actually, I think after a week or so of being on the diet, my digestive issues were gone. It's crazy, but it has worked. And my acne, as you can see, is gone. It's gone. Like, I can't believe it. My acne, it was especially on my cheeks, but my forehead as well, on my neck, my chest, my back, but it was mainly my cheeks as well. And it took me roughly like a month to get clear skin, but it was really good, like unbelievable. Like, it was really good. And even people have been noticing at work, and my husband, my family, like, oh my God, your skin it's looking so good now. And I feel, besides the acne, I feel healthy at the moment. I feel like I'm enjoying food, even when I'm on a very restrictive diet at the moment. That it's a temporary diet. It's not going to be like that forever. It's a treatment. But even when I miss the foods that I'm not, allowed to have at the moment, I feel healthy and I am enjoying what I'm having. I'm not thinking, oh, I'm gonna get sick after this or anything like that, which was what used to happen before. Working with Rebecca has been amazing. At the beginning, I wouldn't say hesitant, but I didn't know how everything was going to work out, because coming from a traditional medicine point of view, that's what I'm used to. It like, then this is all new to me. So just with the first appointment I had with her, I was like, oh my God, these people are really going to research thoroughly with what's going on with me. It took, again, like 5 hours, that first appointment, and she was asking questions about every detail in my life. It wasn't just like about my physical current state. It was like everything, all my life context, which I later on learned that impacts my health, everything in my life. So I've done a lot of testing, a lot. At the beginning, I was a little bit, again, because I wasn't used to that, I was like, I just want to know, like, I want to find out what's going on. And it took me a little bit to understand that I needed to be patient, to learn and wait for the results to come back, because that took a while. But I was so happy that we could see a bigger spectrum of what's happening, within me. So yeah. Working with Liv has been amazing. She's awesome. At the beginning, I didn't even know what a health coach was. I didn't know what to expect. I just didn't know. And I didn't even understand why I needed a health coach. I thought I was going to have the practitioner and that's it. But she's been key for me to achieve my goals. So what Liv does is, it's a connection. Well, she does a lot of things, but at the beginning I understood, or I saw Liv as a connection between Rebecca and myself, right? But then later on, when I was more into the program, I understood that what she was trying to do was to help me. She helped me to stick to the treatment to be able to achieve the goals for me to get healthier. And she has given me a lot of insight through all the tests that I've done in terms of my personality, and learn what my strengths are and work on the other things that I don't want to call it weaknesses, but yeah, my weaknesses. And with both, I can work to stick to the treatment to be able to achieve the goals. So yeah, she's being amazing. And I highly recommend it. Like, I think they both complement each other. It's like a team, but I didn't see that at the beginning. Every time I have a coach appointment with her, it's for me a time to reflect on what I've discussed with Rebecca. Not only what I discussed with Rebecca, but how I'm going throughout the week, or with my treatment, with the things that I'm doing. It's my time to reflect, and she would give me a neutral point of view, like a point of view from a third party that I can't see, and that helps me again stick to the treatment and achieve my goals. For me, the best part of working with Rebecca and Liv has been that I've felt that they were really into researching what was going on with me. I felt like they cared about what was going on. And that was something that I didn't get with all the different GPs, dermatologists, dietitians, or the gastro that I went. Like, I felt that traditional medicine failed me. Something that I haven't felt with Rebecca and Liv. Like, and there's no magic pill here. And it's trying and testing, and with Rebecca and Liv knowledge, plus their honest and real efforts into research, what was going on with me, made me feel cared for. And that was very important for me to continue with the treatment, because again, it takes a lot of things, a lot of commitments from my end to achieve the goals. So yeah. I can't recommend Melbourne functional medicine high enough. Like, it's been a life change for me since I decided to do it. I'm doing this because if I can help someone to make the decision to start their journey how I did it, I'm happy to do it. And it took me years. I think most of my life I've had issues that I was, putting aside, and then that the doctors didn't really find out what it was. But I can't recommend you guys enough. It's been a life change for me. This is actually for the people that are viewing this video. You need to know that you need to commit to do what it takes to heal. There's no magic pill here. There is not. So you have to commit with yourself first to do what it takes to heal. Once you commit, do not hesitate to invest your money in your health, because it's better to invest your money in your health and not spend money when you're sick. Once you commit and you are ready to do what it takes, don't hesitate to give a call to Melbourne Functional Medicine.